Hi, it's Kira here from Willowtree Yoga. So just going to do a little yoga video. It's a very gentle practice focusing on the hips and the lower back. So as I say, it's a very gentle practice, and what you'll need for it is perhaps a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a nice big thick book, perhaps putting a little blanket over the top of it to make it soft. This is just to lift your hips up. It's not essential, but if you have one, you can pause the video and go get one. So we'll start by lying down in Shavasana. So if you don't know what Shavasana is, it's basically just a lying down pose as if you're going to sleep. So just lying down now, allowing the toes to flap out to the corners of the yoga mat, making sure the feet are about hip distance apart. The palms of the hand are facing upwards, slightly out from the sides of the body. Here you can engage the thumb and the first finger in a little mudra, if you wish. It's not essential. Roll the shoulders back and down. Make sure the chin is tucked in slightly lower than the forehead. This just lengthens the back of the neck. And just find yourself in Shavasana. Relax the body down. Take a nice big deep breath into the belly. Open the mouth and just sigh that breath out. Another nice deep breath into the belly. Breathing in through the nose. And sigh that out. One more deep breath, breathing into the belly, up into the top lungs, and just hold at the top for the count of 2. And then just let that breath find its way out. And then just take a moment here, just to observe the breath. Become the observer. Observe the ebb and flow from nose to navel, navel to nose. Not trying to alter or change this breath in any way. Just observing. And just take a little moment here to scan the body from head to toe. Noticing if there's any areas where you may be holding a little bit of tension. And just try to breathe into these areas and allow them to soften. Just soften down. We tend to hold tension in our jaws, so just relax those jaws. Relax the tongue in the mouth. Again, we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, so melt those shoulders back and down. The hips are another area where we may hold tension, so just relax the pelvis. Relax the legs and arms. Just relaxing now. Just letting go. Allow the whole body to just become soft and fluid. Just notice how the breath has started to slow down. And if any little thoughts come into your head right now, Just observe these thoughts and then watch them pass on by on a little cloud, and bring the awareness right back to the breath. It's perfectly normal when you lie down that the mind starts to try and grab your attention. So just allow those thoughts to come, observe them, and pass them on by on that little cloud. Bring the awareness right back to the breath each time. Where is the breath in the body right now? Notice how the air is cool as it enters at the very tip of the nose and warm as it leaves. Just let go. And just begin to deepen the breath. Bring back little micro movements in the fingers and toes. And we're going to breathe in, lift the arms up behind, point the toes away, and just enjoy a nice all over body stretch. Breathe in, bring the arms up, back down by the sides. Breathing in, lifting up, stretching into the toes, into the fingertips. And breathing out, bring the arms back down by the side, toes to ceiling. Final one, breathing in, stretch the arms up. Enjoy that stretch in the side body. Yawn. Breathing in, bring the arms up. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Hug the knees into the body. Have a little rock side to side here if it feels good. Just rubbing into that lower back. In our yoga position, each position we practice ahimsa, which means non-injuring to yourself. So you listen to your own body. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Listen to your body. Your yoga practice is only about you on your mat, nobody else. So bringing the soles of the feet down to the earth. This time we're going to come in to cobbler pose. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and just allow the legs to flap out like a butterfly. I have quite tight hips, so mine don't go very far. Yours may be on the ground, they may be up. Where you are is where you are. So bring the hands, they can come into cactus arms. They can come right above the head, in under the head. Just play around what feels good for you. What feels comfortable for you is just right for you. And we'll just melt into this pose. So just breathing in, breathing out. Soften those hips. Soften the forehead, the jaws. Relaxing the arms. Relaxing what you don't need and just let go. And we'll take 3 nice slow breaths. Just follow the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Gently bring the hands down in behind the thighs and just gently bring the legs back up together. Bring the knees up to the chest. Give a little knee hug. Rock side to side if that feels good for you. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Again, the hands can come out. They can be straight out, palms down, or they can be in cactus arms, whichever feels good for you. We're going to do a little supine twist. So breathing in, bring the knees up towards you. Breathing out, bring the legs over to the right and the gaze comes to the left. What we're planning here is for the left shoulder to be on the earth and the right knee to be on the earth. If you're not there today, that's totally fine. Those are your points of anchoring. So we're anchoring the left shoulder down and the right knee. Bring your focus to those two parts of the body. Breathe into that left lung. Enjoy the twist. Three nice slow breaths, keeping the breathing in and out through the nose, closing the eyes. Really focusing on that left lung. Great. Back to center, the gaze comes back. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, bring the toes up. Breathing out, bring the left knee to the earth and the right shoulder to the earth. The gaze comes over to the right. So play about with the hands here. You may want your arms straight out. Cactus arms, you may want them lower down. Just see what feels good for you today. So we're focusing on the left knee and the right shoulder. Those are your anchors. Anchor them down towards the earth. Find the pose. Relax the jaw, relax the forehead. Breathing in, breathing out. Close the eyes and bring the awareness into the right lung. Breathe in and out. Three nice, soft, long breaths. Brilliant. Bring the legs back to center. Hug in those little knees. They're working really hard for us this morning. Little rock side to side if that feels good. Then allow the legs to find themselves right back down. Good. Just position yourself on the mat. Just make sure you're centered. Breathe in. Bring the right foot to the earth. Roll them shoulders back and down. Just make sure you're nice and grounded. Bring the right leg, the right shin, perpendicular to the ground. We're going to do some ankle rotations here. So we're going to go 4 times to the right. And 4 times to the left. Great. Bring them toes to point to the earth. The hand can come on top of the right knee. Left hand come on to your right headlight, as we call them, these little bones at the front of your hips. We're going to do 4 circles to the right, so really opening up the hip, working into that femur, into the hip socket. So just imagine that ball socket joint rolling round. So breathing in, you can follow with the breath, point the toes down, working in, finding your limit. Keeping the toes of the left foot pointing up so that left leg stays active. Toes point down and we're going anti-clockwise. Hug that knee into the chest. Bring that leg down. Now, bring the left leg up. So the right hand can be on the right hip bone, the little pointer. Foot up, leg is perpendicular perpendicular to the ground, so at a 90-degree angle. And we're going clockwise for 4, working into that ankle joint. And anti-clockwise. Brilliant. Bring them toes to point to the earth. Left hand can on top of the left knee. Point the right toes to the ceiling. Really keep that right leg active. And we're going clockwise with this. So again, think of that ball socket joint. Into stillness, and then anti-clockwise for 4. So the reason our hand is on other hip joint is we want to keep the pelvis parallel here. You might hear some clicks and bits and pieces when we're doing this, which is all good. So breathing in, bring that leg in close to the body. Bring that leg back down. So here we can come into happy baby pose. It's a lovely little pose. Not everybody's cup of tea, but there we go. So bring the feet as if you're stamping on the ceiling. Bring the hands to the feet. If you're not here, you can bring them hands to the ankles, wherever you can get a little hold of. And here you can stay in stillness, or you can gently rock side to side. So as if we're trying to slide the knees down the outside of the chest. So again, you can stay in stillness, or you can gently rock side to side, like a little happy baby. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Allow the hips to relax, so just play about with feet. You can stamp around. It's a nice relaxing pose. You can hang on to the toes, the outside of the feet, so just whatever feels good. Breathing in, bring the knees in for a nice little hug. Now we're just going to come up into sitting, so there's a couple of ways to do that. We can go spinal rolls, which is lovely for the lower back, or we can roll onto our right side and just gently press ourselves up. So you choose how you want to get up. I do like the little rolls. And gently come up to sitting. So this is where you grab your book or your block, or maybe you're happy enough just sitting on the earth. I just find my hips prefer sitting on the block. So let's find a really nice sitting pose. So we're lifting any little bits off our sit bones. So any little bits that are preventing us from sitting on our sit bones. Roll the shoulders back and down. The heart is shining forward. The sides of the body are nice and long, so nice long sides. The spine is like a beautiful necklace of pearls. Imagine every one of those vertebrae stacked. The chin's parallel to the earth, and you smile. So, smile from your heart, smile from your face. And just breathe. So bring in one arm forward as if you're trying to stop traffic, and first bring the other fingers on top and gently encouraging them fingers back. So we're stretching out the wrist here, like so. Just make sure your arm is coming straight out from your shoulder. You want a nice straight arm. And then pressing down. If you're sitting working from home on the computer, these are great little stretches for the wrists. We tend to forget about stretching out our wrists. And then over to the left arm. So if you're stopping traffic, just gently encouraging those fingers back. So we're stretching out the wrists. And then gently bringing it back. Just like so. everybody's favourite. Grab your hands, make little fists. Now we're going to imagine the shackles between our forearms. So we want to keep the forearms really still, and we're rotating the wrists. So all the movements come from the wrists. So we're starting off in a clockwise. Keeping those forearms as still as possible. Nobody's perfect. Minds are going to move, so are yours. And anti-clockwise. And here sometimes our hands play little tricks on us and they go all sort of wacky ways. Just really focus on those wrists. Going on a nice anti-clockwise. And just shake it all out. So going to bring your hands up, breathing in. Nice strong out breath here, out through the mouth, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more, breathing in and shake that all out. So, as we're working on the spine this morning, the lower back, we're going to do a cat-cow from seated position. So we're going to breathe in, bringing the belly button right back up towards the back. Breathing out, bring the belly button forward and up. So we're looking up between our eyebrows here. Breathing in, pulling the belly button right up into the belly towards the back. The head comes down, gaze comes towards the belly button. Breathing in, forward. So it's a cat-cow, but in reverse because we're sitting. Breathing in, pulling the belly button right in. Breathing out. Breathing in, gaze comes towards the belly button. Breathing out, gaze comes up between the eyebrows. Brilliant. And just closing the eyes and just bring the awareness to the heart center. And then from here, we're going to bring our feet out in front. Bring the soles of the feet together. Come to the very edge of your block. So it's almost as if your pelvis is from this. So it's tilted pelvis. If you imagine you're tilting your pelvis forward. And then just slowly, slowly coming down. Just into a folded butterfly. Turn the palms up. The forehead comes down. So just relaxing what you don't need. Letting go of any tensions. Letting go in the hips, the jaw, the neck. If you have any neck issues, you may not want to drop your head here. So listen to your body. Close the eyes, bring the awareness deep into the heart center. Folding forward, relaxing, let go, just let go. No holding, just surrender. And we're coming out of this pose as slowly as we went in. So no looking up, keep the head down, keep the gaze down. Plant the hands onto the earth. Walk the hands back, stacking that spine, keeping the gaze down. Don't be looking up. Stacking it vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. The slower you do it, the more you'll get from it. Lovely. So from here, we've done a forward fold. So we're just going to do a slight backward fold. Backward fold, back bend. So just checking you're on your sit bones, nice long back. So just bringing the hands onto spider fingers behind you. So breathing in, looking up. Again, if you have any neck issues, perhaps you might want to skip this pose or just go slowly. So bringing the gaze up. We're slightly arching the back, working into the thoracic, the lumbar spine. Relax the jaw, relax the gaze. And slowly, slowly coming forward, stacking the spine again, back to centre. Lovely. So we're all going to come into tabletop, so just taking any props out of your yoga space and just coming onto a nice tabletop. So, hands are spread nice and wide. The middle fingers are parallel to the edges of the mat and parallel to each other. Your hands are just below your shoulders, so we've got a nice straight line from our shoulder, elbow, back of the wrist. Our feet are hip distance apart, so a good guide to that is 2 fists between your knees will give you your hip distance. Feet are flat on the earth. Just move my low. So stacked hip, knee, feet flat away. As much as you want, as much of this on the earth as possible, because that's going to give you your stability. So from here, breathing in, looking up between the eyebrows. Breathing out, pressing into the earth. The gaze comes up towards the belly button. The belly button's being drawn out towards the back. Breathing in, looking up. The belly button comes through. Breathing out. Pressing into the mat. Really puffing up between those shoulder blades. Breathing in, looking forward. And just do 2 more in your own breath. So really wait for the exhale. Wait, enjoy that pause between the inhale and exhale. So 3 more, 2, 3 more in your own time. Great. Now come to flat back and just bring the bum right back to the heels. Keep the arms stretched out in front in a nice active hare pose. Forehead comes to the earth. If the forehead is not coming to the earth, use your book, use your block, or one fist on top of the other and place your head on that. Work, find out what feels good for you. If the bum's not coming to the heels, again, the book, the block can come in between there. This is a resting pose, so it should feel nice. Here we're going to come into up dog or puppy dog. The hands come forward, the bum is above the knees, and just stretching forward. Stretching that lower back out. Really enjoying this nice puppy dog pose. Breathing into the heart center. Feeling that in the lower back. It's a beautiful stretch. Keeping the arms active. Keeping the arms up off the floor. Puppy dog pose. And coming up. And bringing the bum back to the heels. Bring the hands round behind the body this time. Really melting into Balasana, child's pose. The shoulders come down towards the earth. Again, if your head is not on the earth, you can use 2 fists to bring the head up, or you can use your block. Just enjoy this little resting pose. Really connect with the breath when you're here. Staying in Balasana. Enjoying the child's pose. This time we're going to breathe in. We're going to come up to tabletop pose. Breathing in, looking up. Exhale, rounding the body. Gaze comes towards the belly button. Here we're going to stay in this rounded pose. Bring the bum back to the heels, keeping that spine rounded the whole time. We're going to breathe in, come up, bring the arms up. And exhale back down. Breathing in, tabletop. Breathing out, tabletop. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, round the spine. Bring that bum back to the heels. Keep that spine rounded. Lovely. Breathing in, tabletop. Breathing out, tabletop. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, round the back. And keeping the back round. Breathing out, back, bum to heels. One more time. Breathing in, coming up to tabletop. Breathing out, tabletop. Breathing in, looking up. Belly button comes down, forward. Breathing out, belly button up. Gaze towards the belly button, pressing into the mat. Keeping that bum to heels. Bring the hands behind the body and fold into child's pose. Roll the shoulders down. Really enjoy this child's pose. Find your child's pose which suits you. You may want to place one hand on top of the other. Bring the head to the side. One fist. Whatever suits you, go with it. Breathing in. Coming up to tabletop. And then just find your way into Dandasana, seated pose. So from here, we are going to lift the right leg up, nice and close into the body. Just hug that leg into the body. Find the back. Make sure you're on your sit bones. So breathe the back body into the front body. And lift that leg over. Make sure the left leg is active, the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Breathing in, bring the right arm right behind the body, up onto fingertips. Hug that thigh. Breathing in, lifting up. So keeping the spine nice and long, the chin parallel to the earth. Breathing in, roll that belly over the thigh. Breathing in, lifting up, bring the chest around. Breathing in, lifting up, bring the chin, the gaze right around behind that back arm. As long as you have no neck issues, close the eyes, enjoy the pose. Breathe up and down through the full length of the spine. And release, so breathing in, bringing the belly over the thigh, bringing the chest around, the front body and the gaze. Bring that leg down to meet your other leg. Check your sit bones. Check you're nice and long, your spine. Breathing in, lifting the left leg up, nice and close into the body. So bringing the back body into the front body. Lift that leg up and over. Brilliant. We're bringing the right hand around that left leg. The little elbow here gives a little cuddling place for that leg. Bring the left hand right round behind the body. Lifting up. Making sure the spine is nice and long, the gaze is soft, chin parallel to the earth, toes of the right leg pointing up. The right leg stays active. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhale, roll the belly over the thigh. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhale, the chest around. Breathing in, lifting up. As long as you've no neck issues, bring the chin, the chest, the gaze to look over the back shoulder. closing the eyes. Bring the awareness to the very base of the spine. Breathing up and down through the base of the spine. And slowly release, breathing in, breathing out, bring the belly, roll the belly over. Bring the top chest over. Bring the gaze over. Now, so from here, you may want to come into a seated position, or you may want to lie down for the final part of the class. So choose whatever you want. If you want to lie down, just very slowly, you can bring the soles of the feet to the earth and slowly, 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 slowly come back down into Shavasana. Or you may wish just to come into a nice, easy seated cross-legged position. So choose what feels good for you today. So just closing the eyes, become aware of the breath. Take a nice big deep breath into the belly and breathe it out, let it go. Breathe in nice and deep into the belly, up into the top lungs. Breathe it out, let it go. Final one, breathing in. Hold for 2 and just let go. Just let it all go. Roll the shoulders back and down. Allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. Relax the whole body. Suddenly it clicks what's important and why we're here. Practice of yoga. It's very important to help us let go. Letting go of the things that do not serve us. Letting go of worry and fear. Just let it all go. So tomorrow is a little passage by Be Inspired to Be. She's on Instagram and Facebook. She puts up lovely inspiring quotes every day and I really enjoy them. And I'm just going to share today's one with you. And it's called Tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be a little brighter. The sun will shine once more. For each day as it evolves us, each day opens a brand new door. While we wait for a new tomorrow, be present and find joy in today. For today is precious. So make it count. As tomorrow, it will become yesterday. So thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope you're enjoying this video, and I will be uploading more. So just close your eyes, bring your hands to heart center, bring your gaze down to the heart center. And namaste. We just conclude with a bow. The light in me honours the light in you.